mean, yeah, a lot of people on the team personally from Alabama. I didn't really know what it was about until I got here. I grew up around the Georgia Tech rivalry, so it's obviously not as big as this. My first game in 2010, it was unreal. Probably the loudest I've ever heard Brian Denny. And it's just, this game is probably one of the biggest games in college football, and one of the most unbelievable atmospheres I've ever been a part of. That's probably the best way to describe it.
And I know you guys want to approach this like it's a normal week. Being honest, is that even possible? Knowing what's around the game?
I mean, yeah. I feel like everyone's pretty calm in the week. Starts to build up Thursday, Friday. Everyone starts getting excited. It's easier to do it at the beginning of the week. It's a lot harder when you get a lot closer. So just got to keep everyone calm and cool.
You got an overway last year, and how often does it go through your mind?
I mean, Coach always talks about the 24-hour rule. I mean, sometimes we'll get lucky, and I felt like that's what it was. So I was over pretty fast. I moved on to the next game. I really haven't thought about it.
So you're calling it lucky, not a football play?
I mean, no. I mean, obviously it was a good football play, but I mean, we just never prepared for something like that. I've never seen it happen. I might never see it happen again. It was a good play, but I mean, it's football. Stuff happens.
I can't remember. Were you on the field when it happened?
Yes, I was.
Coach. And I know you don't want to, but take me back to what that feeling was like.
I mean, Coach told us before the play, sprint down there and cover. I think everyone was kind of in shock because I thought we were going to make it. It looked like we were going to make it. I mean, just ran down and kind of just kept running off the field.
Did that play help? Because Coach Saban is one of those about the little things, you know, and he preaches that all the time. But when something like that happens, you go, well, that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of opened his eyes, opened all our eyes. We obviously practice it now. But yeah, just little things. You've got to listen to what the coaches say. Nobody really listened to the coach and listened for the cover part. I mean, we paid for it.
I understand there's a 24-hour rule, and you want to put wins and losses behind you. I get that. But in a strange way, with the way last year ended, the way that what this game needs, is it possible to intentionally use an ending like last year to motivate you at this time? Is that something you guys could actually, in some ways, use to your advantage this year?
Yeah, some people will take it, some people won't. I'm not motivated by things like that. I just want to go out there and play. It's not really about last year. It wasn't last year. I mean, this isn't last year's team. We're a completely different team. So, I mean, it may work on some people, but it doesn't really work on me.
Austin, you've been around quite a few Iron Bowls. Is there something from this rivalry that fans do that you've heard that's just like crazy that you've never heard of before that's just like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that?
I mean, just stuff like putting Cam Newton jerseys on statues and back and forth between the fans, just doing crazy things. It's just such a huge rivalry. There's so many things I probably haven't heard of that could probably make that list. I mean, it's Alabama, Auburn. Everyone loves to do stuff, so nothing too crazy.
Austin, obviously Auburn issues they presented you playing well inside.
I actually haven't really watched any of it. We'll watch that today. I know personally we've played against Gabe right up front, big D lineman they have. They always try to move around a lot, try to get you off balance, get you off your double team. So that's kind of some problem that we'll practice on.
One more for Austin. Blake up.
Just in your game like this, it's probably obvious, but ask you anything important to play their role.
Yeah, you've seen it all year. Playing on the road is just really hard to communicate. Offensive line is all about communication, getting the mic point, because that pretty much tells you who you're going to. Places like Auburn, LSU, Ole Miss, you can't really hear anything. So you have to rely on just Ryan pointing at something, and you have to know what it means. Here you can actually hear the verbal communication, so it helps a ton.
Thanks, Austin.